Welcome to the Grow Your Law Firm podcast, brought to you by PILMMA. This podcast helps lead lawyers to more growth, profit, and freedom. Here is your legal marketing expert and host, Ken Hardison.
Well, hello, everyone. This is Ken Hardison, and welcome to another episode of Grow Your Law Firm. And today is going to be a solo cast with yours truly, Ken Hardison. So I want to talk about local service ads and Google My Business page. As you know, local service ads, or you might not know, came out a couple of years ago, actually probably close to 3 years ago. And it's basically, if you don't know what it is, it's something Google sells. And it's not PPC, not pay-per-click, but you're bidding on phone calls. And people they search for a lawyer, a personal injury lawyer or whatever, or a domestic lawyer. And there'll be 2 or 3 at the top, and they're called local service ads. And they're vetted. You know, when the plumbers do them, they're called, guaranteed. But with lawyers, Google don't guarantee them, they call them vetted. And that's to get in this, you've got to go through and apply with Google, and they do a background check with the state bars, make sure you're a real lawyer and that you don't have any, outstanding complaints or any kind of censures or anything that keep you from practicing. And then they give you an account and you bid on phone calls. But to get to the top, of course, they rotate it around, but it really depends on a lot of things. Number one is, what is the status of your Google My Business page? Are you keeping that up to date? Have you claimed that? Do you have a lot of Google reviews? That's another thing. And they say that it's got to do with how close you are to the person that's calling. That doesn't seem to work out, because I know a lot of lawyers that do statewide, not just their market, but statewide, and they get calls from everywhere across the state. So if you're not using this, you're missing out on the boat, because I know lawyers that are getting good personal injury cases for way underneath $1,000 a piece, $600, $700, $800. Now, let me give you some things that I've seen. I've talked to lawyers, and they say, I just can't make it work. I never get at the top, Well, number one, if you don't have a lot of Google reviews, you're probably not. And number two, if you do get calls and you're not answering these calls, they put you in a penalty box. They put you at the bottom of the ring. And the reason they do that is because they want to be able to charge you money. If you don't answer the phone, of course, then they don't get paid. So you do not get into this unless you've got you can answer your phone quickly and help these people. What I've seen, and we're talking at our Mastermind and different thing is that really they start penalizing you after 4 seconds if you don't answer the phone within 4 seconds. They don't completely put you in the ringer or in the penalty box, but they do start deducting points. So you can put down there from 8 to 5 or whenever your office is open, 9 to 5, because if you put it after those hours and your answering service does not handle it correctly, then you're going to get penalized. I mean, on no fault of your own. So think about this and think about getting the Google reviews. I can tell you that 87% of the people that go online check out your Google reviews before they hire you, before they even pick up the phone to call you, before they do an inquiry. Those cost nothing to get. You just got to be persistent and vigilant. And there's a lot of software out there like Podium and Birdeye that help you get these automatically. You can run contests with your paralegals and your lawyers. You don't always have to be past clients, as long as they know you and know about your law firm. That's all you need. And really, what I'm seeing now is there's this whole new movement to go out and set up satellite offices and get reviews at these satellite offices, but they got to be real. It can't be these Regents deals, because they do go, Google does check it out. They want pictures of your office with a sign hanging outside, you know. And I've also cautioned you this with GMB and local service ads. If you're in an office complex, try not to be in an office complex with other PI lawyers if you're a PI lawyer, or other domestic lawyers if you're a domestic lawyer, because then you're going to be competing with those people. You want to have your own place that you're the only lawyer in that vertical in that building, if at all possible. Now, I'm just touching on the cusp of this stuff. There's a lot more to it, and but I wanted, because I see so many lawyers saying they hadn't even tried it, they tried it, it didn't work. I think you need to go back, and there's companies that will help you with this. Search Kings, I think there's another one called Cross Country that will actually manage this whole deal for you, you know, and help you. And they got contacts, they got their Google partners, so they can actually pick up the phone and talk to somebody where you can't. Trying to get through to Google is impossible unless you're a Google partner. So get somebody that's a Google partner that can actually talk to these people, or if your web person is a Google partner, get them to help you with this. This is important. This is a great way to get cases, and even the playing field against all these 800-pound gorillas on TV with the billboards. So explore it, dig deeper. And if you really want to find out more, come to the PILMMA Super Summit, May 16th through 18th, where we've got speakers that are going to talk specifically about the Google updates on the Google My Business page and the LSAs and the whole deal, so that because Google is like a moving train. You gotta, you know, like trying to paint a moving train, and you got to stay on top of it, and it's constantly changing. You know, Google's coming up with some new updates that's going to take place this summer, and of course, our people there at PILMMA Super Summit are going to be covering those. And then you got the whole big deal about artificial intelligence and chat GPT, and we're going to be talking about that too. So anyway, if you haven't already done so, mark that on your calendar, May 16th through the 18th in Ritz-Carlton in New Orleans. And if you can't make it there, we can also do live stream, and we'll give you free videos of the whole event if you do the live stream. So anyway, I hope to see you there. Till next time, this is Ken Hardison, dedicated to your success.
You have been listening to the Grow Your Law Firm podcast, the podcast that leads lawyers to more growth, profit, and freedom. Go to growyourlawfirm.com to find more ways to market and manage your law firm. Please leave us a rating and review wherever you listen to your podcasts.